Hey, Mashiki, is that how you pronounce your name? Nice to have you on. Happy Travel Advisor Day, everyone. I hope everybody is staying safe amongst the COVID-19 pandemic. But today is Advisor Day, so I would be remiss not to, come online and celebrate with you all. So hopefully you guys have your drink in hand, and that you have your choice of drinks. So let me know what you're drinking. I'm drinking. I didn't get a chance to make the slushy, so it's just rum and my drink and ice. Well, no ice, just that. But I'll make the slushy when I'm done. So hopefully you guys are doing on. When you come on, let me know how you're doing, what's going on, and let me connect online so I can see for those who haven't joined what your comments are. Takes me a little bit to get it all set up here. All right, I'm going to make sure it's broadcasting. All right, perfect. It is. Let me turn this on my phone. Okay. All right, perfect. All right, let me also invite some people. Good. All right. How was y'all's day? Everybody have a good day? I don't know what part of the country you guys are on. I know that you guys are all over the US. I don't think I have any international people. So most of you guys are all over the US. So I'm in Texas, and the pressure, like, the weather has been hazy. The weather has been kind of crazy. So, like, this side of my ear is clogged. And every time something happens, I always think to myself, "Oh my God, do I have the junk?" Right? Did the Rona get me? But like right now, like my left ear is congested or it's clogged, and I can't hear out of it. You're in Georgia, all right? Nice to have you, Georgia. Nice to have you, Kentucky. You cannot hear me. No one else can hear me. Well, you must have been able to hear me because I asked you where you were from, and you must have heard that. So, uh, is it just low? Hold on, let me turn my sound on my phone. Is it low? Well, you must have been able to hear me because yeah, no, it sounds okay on my phone. Hey, Mississippi, nice to have you. Tell me what you guys are drinking. If you drink alone, that makes you an alcoholic. So I asked you guys to bring your favorite drink. So I'm not an alcoholic. I do not drink alone. I drink with friends and family. But you know what? I'm kind of grown. I do drink alone. So I don't know. Judge me however you want. San Antonio, B. I'm from San Antonio. That's where I grew up. I grew up in San Antonio, graduated from Clark High School, and went to University of Texas, San Antonio, graduated from there. Candy, there's nothing wrong with some water. I will be drinking some water after this early Cinco de Mayo celebration I'm doing this weekend. I'll be drinking lots of water. Stella Artos, all right. They've been doing some really great commercials during this time, during COVID. I like the connection commercials that they've been doing. And have you guys seen them? All right. So, many of you guys are women of color, right? I'm telling you, COVID is kicking my ass when it comes to my hair and my nails. I dare not show you my nails, but you can see my sort of swoop over because my braids need to be done. I'm so in need of the salons to be open. And here in Texas, I don't know, like where you guys are from, our barbershops and salons are not open. We open officially our restaurants and everything in Texas. We open tomorrow or today. My daughter's restaurant is opening tomorrow, but barbershops and salons are closed and won't open until the second wave. But movie theaters, the mall is open, which to me seems rather ridiculous. But I'm not in a position to judge. Okay, Z's drinking. I'm going to show that because I don't know what that is. So, does anyone else know what a psychedelic frog from Pluckers is? What is Pluckers? I feel like Z, I'm missing something. Z's in Texas. She's actually south of me, and I need to know if there's something I'm missing that I should be finding out about. So you're gonna have to hook me up. I'm gonna have to look that up as to what a psychedelic far from pluckers is. All right, we're gonna get. Sherry says she has a question. I don't know. You don't know what that is either. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Z, you'll have to explain to us what that is. Maybe post the link so we can see it. But anywho, today is Travel Advisor Appreciation Day. So for those who don't know, when the industry is normal, so to speak, which it is not now, all the suppliers send out, and you probably have received some email, but I certainly have not. Oh, it's a restaurant. Okay. Is that the name of the restaurant, Pluckers? And is that a special drink that they do? I'm looking it up. You know me. Like you post something, I'll have it looked up. I'll have it defined, and after this call. But I don't know that I feel like maybe they're going to start. I know some of the suppliers, particularly our industry. Uh, uh, Associations, a lot of them will do Travel Appreciation Week. And so maybe that's going to kick off on Monday, but I just don't feel like I've seen, I'll have to check my mail, but I thought I checked it earlier. I just don't remember seeing as much hoopla as, past years. So I think for sure, during this pandemic, many are probably just not feeling it as I'm sure some of you are not. But that, in our organization, this is my second year celebrating Travel Appreciation Month, as I call it, with the nomenclature Love Your Travel Business. So, it doesn't matter if we are sort of on lockdown, not sort of, we are on lockdown or not. This is the time for you all to be preparing your travel businesses for the wave. And, I've read some articles that say that it will be just like wave season is in the first quarter for the cruise industry when the doors to travel open back up. And the question I keep asking you all is, are you preparing yourself for the wave, right? The new wave that is going to happen, no doubt it will happen. We had yesterday Kensington Tours on. Steve Miller was on, and he was speaking to us. And one of the things that they've done in their tour company is they have now, they travel or offer tours all over the world, but they are just recently offered North America as part of their itineraries at the beginning of the year. And I really do feel like at home, and when I mean at home, United States travel is going to be significantly increased, particularly if you are in a state like I am, where I need to renew my passport. Actually, my children's passports need to be renewed because, it's every 10 years. And the passports are only, they've shut them down. Like you can't get renewed unless it's an emergency. So it's not likely that we'll get passports for the kids anytime soon. At least I can't prepare for them now, which I'm sure there'll be an onslaught. So we will most likely be traveling American US side travel. So there are many travel suppliers that will be doing US side travel, or there's opportunities for you to travel. So are you preparing to know about those suppliers and learn about them? If not, this is the time to do that. Are there things in your business that you would do differently? I've heard so many different horror stories from different agents who have experienced not the best travel supplier relationship experiences, where either they're not getting refunds, the time was long, they were mistreated by the supplier. So is this time for you to reconsider who your suppliers are, right? Is it time for you to improve your processes? Many of you probably don't have agency fees implemented in your business, right? This is the time for you to think about that and get them in your business, right? Because no time like the time after we come out of this lockdown will travel professionals be more in demand, like I envision it being for the travel industry. Now, sadly, many travel suppliers may not come back from this, right? Sabre, if you guys are familiar with Sabre, which is out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, large company, just as large as American here in the Dallas Airport, Dallas Fort Worth area, laid off a third of its staff. I want to say a couple of weeks ago, if not just last week. Lots of suppliers are going to be slow to revamp or get back. I know I read one of the, was it Australia or I can't remember, one of the airlines, it was an international airline, said that they're not coming back until 2021, right? They have sort of ramped down and they're not going to start ramping up until third, fourth quarter of this year. So many of the suppliers that you are probably used to doing business with may not be your choice suppliers after the wave. So the question becomes, what are you going to be doing during the wave? And what are you doing now to prepare yourself, right? So one of the things that we'll be doing, so I wanted to come on to kind of give you a sneak peek of what we're going to be doing in the month of May as we celebrate. So last year, I'm just going to sort of recap what we did last year. Every week in May of 2019, I came live to you. We had a new masterclass every month, and the idea was just for you to pour some energy in your business. And so prior to May 1st, I had done several polls inside of our group to ask you kind of what classes were you were interested in. And based on the highest voted classes, those are the master classes that we'll be offering this month. So let me tell you what they are. We will be offering one master class, which is creating compelling business plans for your travel business. This class is great for travel professionals, but as many of you have additional businesses or are thinking about starting businesses, this masterclass will be applicable not only for your travel business, but creating a business plan for any business that you are about to start. So that class is on the 13th. We are doing a class this week, not this weekend, but next weekend, which I believe is the 9th. And that class is, I should have printed my schedule, so I'm doing this by memory. I believe that class on the 9th is the website content class. And then on the 23rd, the class that we will be offering is my batch content process, how to create 30 days worth of content in about an hour time. So I'll walk you through the process that I create 30 days worth of content, get all of it laid out, and then start to procure the graphics and all of that. So we'll be going over that in this class. Now, at the beginning of the year, I changed up the format of our class. So when you join a master class with me in May and going forward, what you will find is you don't want to be taking this class on the road. These classes are interactive, which mean that I will be providing time for you to be actually doing the work required for whatever we're learning about. So there'll be breakout sessions. There'll be time for you to be able to jot your thoughts down, get the feedback in the class. So these classes are great to join live because you'll get the feedback relative to whatever we're studying or learning about in the class. So business planning, a lot of you all voted for that class. So that class is on the 13th. I will provide the link a little bit later. And then the website. So each of you all should have a website, and it should be your own website is my hope, but we'll talk about that this week, this month, about having your own marketing asset is critical. We'll be talking about that this month. So that class will be talking about the content that should be on your website and what you should have as a part of your travel website. And then the last one will be, if you struggle with creating content, we'll be talking about how you can batch create those content. Each of the classes are about 2 hours long. So, and that's because we do have time for breakout sessions, and you guys can, like I said, it's great classes for you to join live. They will be recorded and they will be available in Marketing Boss Academy. But again, great classes for you to join them live so that you can experience and get the feedback from me directly. Now, let's say you can't join live and you do it in the replay. The great thing about Marketing Boss Academy, which is my online school, is there is chat session, discussion thread. So if you have a question while you're doing something, or you watch it in the replay and you need me to provide you some feedback on your thoughts, those breakout sessions or that time allocation is still going to be available in the class. So I'm not cutting that out. So you'll still have time to write your thoughts down. And if you want my feedback, just post it in the discussion thread and I will respond in the discussion thread to any question or comment that you make. All right, because you get notified when that happens. So I am looking forward to you guys joining me in those classes. And if the great news is if you are a TAU first class member, those classes have already been added to your dashboard, and the webinar information for joining the classes are already available to you. So all 3 classes are there. All you have to do is just look for them, and on the dates, I'll be sending out reminders to our members. All right, so let me pause and say, let me drink. Let me pause and drink. So we will have, like I said, the 3 classes throughout the month. And then every Wednesday this month, I'll be coming to you live for what I refer to as mini classes. So these are classes that are geared at a particular topic, and we'll talk about 30 minutes on them. You know, I have been talking all this year about 3, maybe you don't know, but certainly my team knows about 3 major initiatives that I wanted to launch this year. And we've launched one of them. So the Travel Boss magazine was one major thing that was on my heart at the end of the year. We are now in issue 2. That is available to you all. I do need to post that link because I'm not sure if you guys got that in your email. If not, it's coming out this weekend so that you can get your copy of the magazine. Super excited about this magazine. This is one of the things that is very close to my heart. But this issue, that issue number 2, is dedicated to you travel bosses surviving COVID-19, your business during and post COVID-19. Lots of motivation in there, tips in there, ideas for you to be thinking about inside of your business. Would love your feedback. That magazine was number 1 of the things that I wanted to launch this year. Number 2 thing I wanted to launch is last year we went live pretty much every week, not every week. So there are some weeks I missed. So I probably did about 40 lives last week. So what I wanted to do this year is I wanted to sort of wrap those lives into what I refer to as Travel Boss TV. I get the lives, I load them on YouTube, and do all this stuff. So I wanted to sort of wrap that up into sort of an episodic type of release. And so with Love Your Travel Business, we have launched Travel Boss TV. You can see the the icon in the top, and all of our videos will be available on YouTube inside of a playlist called Travel Boss TV. So episode 1 will be next Wednesday. So we're super, super excited about that. And then my third baby of the year is our podcast. So that will be launching sometime in 3rd or 4th quarter of this year. But those were sort of our, travel boss media types of things that we will be launching. So as it relates to Travel Boss TV, the Love Your Travel Business will be coming to you live every week underneath the Travel Boss TV moniker. So super excited about that. So that's what you can expect. So we'll be having motivation tips. We'll be having inspiration. So look for the social media posts that we have, but I will be showing up to you weekly, not only in masterclass view, but also for our mini trainings that we will be having every week. So, let me pause and say, what do you guys think? Are you guys excited about that? So, Jess says, woohoo, that's right, because she is a first class member. So all of the classes for first class members, all master classes that show up in your dashboard as a part of your membership. There's not really anything that you have to do. So if you do miss it live, you do get to see them in the replay. I also did something new this year. We are actually revamped first class membership. So I'll give you a little bit of insight about that. We reduced the price for COVID-19, and that price will most likely stay at the new reduced price going forward. Is $19.99 a month. What you get as a part of TAU First Class membership is you get the following. You get free access to master classes, not only new master classes, but also our library of existing master classes. You get that library. You also get a monthly group coaching call with me, where I also do a training inside of the call and then a Q&A session. And then we just launched, I want to say in April, a weekly special newsletter that goes to our members that's independent of the Coming This Week newsletter that I do with our general email list. So I come to you in your inbox weekly with a special message of encouragement and also goal setting. and classes that you may want to check out that's inside of your dashboard. So not only that, I think I covered the items with first class membership. If you're interested in that membership, reach out to me and I'll get you the link. But super excited for the members that we have here. I wanted to do something to ensure that the members would be able to continue to participate. So that is one of the major reasons we reduced the price. But then I thought, you know what? Let's stay competitive. Let's continue to offer great value to the members, and then at a great price point that just makes it a no-brainer for you to join. So, our master classes are anywhere from $25 to $47. The master classes that we'll be doing this month are all $47 each. Sort of makes sense to join the membership, right? Try it out this month. If for some reason you don't like it, you get the 3 master classes and you can check it out. I, am committed to, retaining you inside of the membership. So I try to give you guys a lot of my time and feedback into your business. So, check it out. Let me know. All right. So that is what we're going to be doing in the month of May. Celebrating you. We're going to be focused on topics that you guys said that you were interested in. If there's something that we're not doing that you're interested in, shoot me a little text message in Messenger or inside of the group and let me know, and I will do my best to try and fit it in. But again, I've reached out to you guys over the last several weeks to ask what you guys are interested in and what do you want to learn about. And so those are the things that we did. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to also let you see the membership link if you're interested in that. All right. How's everybody doing? What are you guys thinking about the classes that we're offering? Are these were these your top voted classes? Are there things that you wish that we would be talking about that we're not? But really this month, I'm going to be really talking about operations, right? Things that you can be doing inside of your travel business to prepare you for the wave that ultimately is going to come. So we're going to be talking about your marketing assets. How can you, what types of things? I think next week's topic, we're going to be talking about what you should be marketing during COVID, right? Obviously, this is not the time to be talking about, your packages, right? Because we don't really know when the timing of the packages are. Although I will tell you, so many suppliers are being so immensely lax in terms of their cancel for any reason or, reschedule at any time. They really are being understanding about that. So booking travel, certainly in 2021 is a great idea. I think I predicted when this started that I thought that travel would not resume to what we knew it to be until October. Like in our travel business are not booking anything prior to October. That's what I'm recommending, but that's my policy. One of the posts that I did early on was, what is your policy? What stance is your travel business taking? And so our policy was not to book anything before October, that we're only booking travel October and onward. What's your policy? Are you booking travel? Are you seeing people? I know people are obviously very interested, but are you booking travel right now? What time frame are you booking travel? Hi, Larissa. Nice to have you on. Let me know. What are your thoughts? Like, what are your major concerns? What are some of the things that you are concerned about during COVID-19 that you may want us to talk about? But our major topics are going to be around positioning your business now as the expert in your field and your niche, right? Making sure that your messaging is aligned to what that expertise is that you want to get out to the world, and making sure that you're staying connected to your base, your community, in a way that is authentic, right? I think it's kind of unauthentic for people to be publishing about great packages when people can't travel now. Like, I think it's just sort of putting salt in the wound, right? We've got a great $200 package to wherever, and it's dirt cheap. Well, nobody's traveling. You can't get out of the country, right? So that's sort of disingenuous, right? But what should you be talking about? What types of content would be great content for you to be doing around? And what I want you to do is be unique, because if you've got travel professionals in your feed, or anybody, or you're labeled as a travel professional, Facebook is spewing all of this different type of content for you. But let's not. Although I think some of it's very cute, but I see the same things in everyone's timeline, right? I see the same types of questions. I see the same types of trivia. I see the same types. So let us be unique as travel professionals in terms of creating unique material for our clients. That's something that we're going to be talking about next week. The following week, we're going to be talking about, is it critical to have a business plan, right? Um, Many of you have probably been impacted by COVID-19 financially, particularly if you're doing the travel business 100% in your full time in the business. A lot of people have been negatively financially impacted by that, right? So, although the emergency funding does not require you to have a business plan, but most financial requests or funding do require a business plan, right? Not so much now for the emergency funding, but it's still sound to have a business plan. So we're going to talk about next week, what do you need to consider and why it's important for your travel business to have a business plan and what you consider. Even if you created one, let's talk about why you should update it and why it's important for you to do that. And I think the following week, we're talking about content for your website and what you need to know and why it's important to have a website. Some of you, along with your host agency, may be utilizing the host agency's website instead of having your own. I'm going to talk about why that's not such a great idea. And then the last week of the month, I think I'm talking about, so again, I didn't print my schedule off, but I'm going by memory. The last week, I'm going to talk to you about COVID-19 and what I learned as an entrepreneur during this pandemic, right? And would love to hear your stories. So we also will be having guest speakers all throughout the month. I am right now in the middle of getting those guest speakers scheduled and coordinated. So as those guest speakers become available and the time of when they'll be available, I will let you know. Those will most likely be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And like I said, I'm working with suppliers for us to get guest speakers. And then I have another guest speaker. She hasn't confirmed her date, but she will also be coming to us. She is a relationship expert, and she will be coming to us in the month of May, talking about relationships and how you survive them during COVID-19 when you're penned up together. So sort of you may think of, oh, well, my relationship is great, but maybe not so much, right? So I will be having a relationship expert, Anita Charlot, will be joining us this month as well. So I just got to firm up her date. So lots of amazing things going on. If you miss any of it, don't worry. All of that will be available for you to view inside of the group. Usually I take that down right at the conclusion of that. But if you'd like all of that packaged up for you, you will be able to get a Love Your Travel business kit for 2020. Again, TAU members, all of that will be available inside of your membership. All right. Any questions? Wish we were talking about some other things you'd like to talk about. Let me know. Let me know in the comments what you are thinking, or maybe you're struggling with something and we haven't touched on it and you'd like us to touch on it. But that's my plan for it. But I always say plans are created so that you can make adjustments according to what you need to. And there's always a bit of a lag, so make sure I'm getting the comments on. So for most of you, you may or may not have known, but I had surgery in March. I had a partial hysterectomy in March. And that's sort of why I was really quiet during that time. So, I think I came live on last week or the week before, and the tech, I couldn't get my microphone working or whatever. And so I was a little worried when I was going to do this live, because this is the first live that I have taught, straight. And every time I would do that, I'd get winded. So I'm super excited that it hasn't been bad. So I'm ready. I'm in the saddle and I'm totally ready to get back to where we were. You guys have any interesting plans for the weekend? Are you doing anything exciting for the weekend? I'm not going to restaurants. I'm just not doing it. I'm not sitting down at any restaurants. I'll get to go, but I'm not sitting in any restaurants. Although I am missing restaurant food like nobody's business, but I'm just not. I'm not participating in the opening of businesses right now. Are you guys? Are you guys participating? Are you going to venture out if your state has allowed you to open up this month? We're not doing it. Although my husband is waiting to, I think many of you know that we own a barbershop. So our barbershop has been closed for, I guess, about 5 weeks, 6 weeks. So he's ready to get back to work. But other than that, my daughter starts work tomorrow. I think it's Saturday. She said she starts work. So she'll be starting tomorrow. So I'll be interested in seeing how they do their configuration. But other than that, that's all we're doing. I'm going to be working on some prep stuff for the classes this weekend. Cinco de Mayo, I want to say, is Monday. So this weekend we will be celebrating all weekend. My son's birthday is on the 6th. So we'll be doing all of that celebration of his pre-birthday and Cinco de Mayo all weekend. Yeah, Katie, I'm not going out either. Like, we need to go grocery shopping. We'll probably do some grocery shopping early morning tomorrow. But I'm not, like, I saw the mall was opening up, and I just think that's just reckless. Who's going out to go shopping? Like, going to be around people. Even with the mask, I still am not feeling being around. I'm not feeling being around the mall normally. So I can't imagine being around the mall in this situation. So that's just me. I know many people are anxious to get out of the house. I am going stir crazy, but I'm just not doing it. Like, I'm just not doing it. But if you guys do decide to do it, I just can, wear your mask, use common sense, be safe, stay away from crowds, don't go to the beach, and just stay safe, because I want you all to be around to for the wave that's coming, right? So when it's safely available for us to reopen our doors in a health conscious way, and people are ready to start traveling and start booking travel, I want your business to be around. I want you to be around. I want you to be healthy. So stay safe and do the right thing for you and your family. And with that, I'm going to go. I'm going to take my drink and I'm going to get the party started. So for those that joined us live, I am super excited to have you. Thank you. For those who watch it in the replay, do not forget to hit #replay. Let me know that you were here either on YouTube or inside of Facebook. And join us next week, next Wednesday, when we have our first episode of Travel Boss TV on Wednesday at 7 p.m. And we kick off our Love Your Travel Business month celebration. So super excited to be doing this again this year. And I look forward to seeing you guys live every week, and have a great weekend. And we'll talk soon. Bye.